Solskjaer admits Man United outclassed were by Man City. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer insisted he is ready to soldier on as Manchester United manager after another chastening home defeat. Eric Bailly's own goal and Bernardo Silva's clincher gave Manchester City the bragging rights in Saturday's derby and in turn heaped further pressure on Solskjaer. The United boss conceded that the 2-0 defeat was a big step backwards and admitted he is glad for the international break as former United stars lined up to criticize a mauling by their rivals. "As long as I am here I want to do what I can do to improve this," said Solskjaer. "When you lose a game against a good team you want to see a better Man United team than that. We needed to be aggressive. The international break has come at a good time for us now. We've had a difficult spell." Pressed on whether he is the man to change the club's fortunes, Solskjaer insisted. "Yes, definitely." City had toyed with their rivals at Old Trafford, and alarmingly for United, Solskjaer acknowledged that he is currently picking teams to stifle opponents, having switched to a back five to beat Tottenham last Sunday. "Tottenham last week was good, but it's not what we want to look like," he added. "Unfortunately, we've had to do that to try and get results. We want to be on the front foot and be more aggressive. For us, it's all about the next game against Watford. We have to come or like a hurt animal." Gary Neville ripped into United afterwards, with fellow former United captain Roy Keane cutting a figure of resignation in the Sky Sports studio. "They look frightened to death in possession and frightened to death out of possession, crumpled into a ball like they were waiting for defeat, and that's not good enough," said Neville. "I know the Liverpool defeat 2 weeks ago felt worse as it was a 5-0, but today was everything of a 5-0, but the scoreline in terms of the outcome of the game. Ole's under massive pressure, but first he needs a team who play with courage. In the last few minutes United resembled a drunk bloke at the end of the night trying to win a fight." Keane suggested Solskjaer's team are too slack in their displays. "Ole has to take responsibility. I've defended Ole, but he's a manager, his staff have got to look at it, and they've got to get more out of these players," he said. "But they just don't have that desire to stay in the fight. This team doesn't have what I would use, personality. Regroup as a team, you're on the ropes, you've got to keep swinging. These boys are too casual. I'd like to go in hard on the United players, but to be honest I'm feeling sorry for them. I just think some of them are not good enough to play for Man United." Bruno Fernandes called on the squad to ask themselves tough questions after a fourth Premier League defeat of the season that leaves them 6 points behind City. "Everyone has to look at themselves," said the United playmaker. "You have to look in the mirror at what you are doing wrong. You cannot change the mentality of anyone else, you have to look at yourself and understand what you can do better. Today showed we are not at the same level as them. We have to change because this has happened many times already. We have to do better. Me being here, I am saying the same stuff. We have to speak less and do more. What we did was not enough. They had space and time on the ball, which we should not do against this type of team and against these types of players." United had been indebted to goalkeeper David De Gea for a string of fine saves before halftime, but a collection of defensive mistakes saw City reach halftime 2 goals clear. "They don't give you opportunities to win the ball off the mat," at Solskjaer. "We were not at our level and standards need to be raised. The whole place went a little bit. You are disappointed with first goal, but we did not play well. We don't rust